Hello and welcome to this week's What's Hot. Well, two standout shares trending on the bulletin boards by association this week, 88 Energy and Red Emperor Resources, consortium partners in the Nanoshock oil trend exploration well on the Alaska North Slope. Both stocks suffered last week after an RNS said preliminary review of the interval suggests that the zone in which the shows were encountered is at the lower end of the range required for commerciality. However, further petrophysical analysis is necessary. Monday, though, a different story. Shares in 88 Energy recovered 15%, and we saw a recovery of 154% in Red Emperor Resources after additional interim drilling results. 88 Energy's Managing Director Dave Wall gave this mild clarification. He said there are early signs of encouragement at multiple horizons in the Winks well. However, it is too early to say whether these will result in a commercial discovery at this stage, as more data and analysis is required. So I suppose it's a lot to do with the language of semantics. Now, Dave Wall might remain faceless on his website, but you can call him. I'm sure that's why he left his number on the RNS. A cautious trading statement from FFI Holdings saw the stock plunge 40%. Now, this is the holding company of Film Finance Inc., and it provides services across the entertainment industry. Now, the company has been financing films since the 1950s, including the 1951 Oscar-winning The African Queen. And here is the one-year chart. And it's quieter on the earnings front this week, but great excitement this Thursday because Greggs releases its final year results, and I wonder if they incorporate the introduction of the vegan sausage roll. And without an overt endorsement, I have tasted it, and it is simply sublime. Now, London South East partnered with Hardman & Co. last week. Their investor forum featured fund manager Gresham House. Now, you can watch Ben Guest, MD, Gresham House New Energy Division, talk about new market entrant grid and energy storage technology. Tim Watts, the Chief Financial Officer of Shields Therapeutics, talks about the Farakru treatment for iron deficiency. Jamal Rushdie, the Chief Executive of Collagen Solutions, talks about the development and supply of medical-grade collagen biomaterials for use in research, medical devices and regenerative medicine, and hopefully my dad's knee. And Bill Morgan, the Chief Financial Officer of Anglo Asian Mining, talks of gold, copper and silver production and exploration assets in Azerbaijan, first dividends and a balance sheet which is now in a net cash position. And that's him telling a joke about a Welshman, which he found very funny indeed. Okay, now shame on you if you don't know who Shant is. Now, Shant is one of the website's expert bloggers who shares his macro view on global trading. Now, in the past week, he has written, "Global markets are living on hope rather than rationale." This gives an indication as to why he doesn't buy into the current rally and why he believes markets are slipping into complacency. Rajan Dal, in his Reflect and Prepare blog, echoes some of Shant's observations about Sino-US relations, and Ranjeet Singh talks about the best way to avoid the most hated tax in the world, that's IHT or inheritance tax, in his wake-up call report. Now, with so much focus on the Chinese economy, you can find out a lot more about that country's economic calendar. So, if you go to the homepage, go to Financial News, and under Alliance News, you'll find the International Economic Events Calendar. Now, it's not just Chinese economic indicators. We can also find out what's going on here in the UK. On Thursday, we get the Halifax latest house price index, and on Friday, you'll wake to the release of the KPMG and REC UK report on jobs. Now, the REC or the Recruitment and Employment Confederation has already said take no deal off the table. So let's remind ourselves just how many more days we have left until you know what. And until I return next week, do take a tour of the bulletin boards, because I think you'll find that there's a whole lot of love out there, as demonstrated by one of our regular posters. Thank you very much for watching. Until next week.